Hi, we're here at Spectrum Center in Houston, Texas on Thursday night with our fabulous Thursday night tappers. And today's a very special day. I'm very happy to introduce my dear friend Peggy Sue Skipper, who is the mastermind behind the Call to Conscious Evolution. And I'm going to let her tell you about how it became to be and how you can participate in it. So here we go. Peggy Sue.
Thank you. Welcome. I'm delighted to be here. Especially since Helen's going to be doing this every Thursday right here and incorporating it with the tapping class. These calls started actually for me last August. Got to keep an eye on the time. August of 2011, I was actually requested to start these calls. And I call them the Call to Conscious Evolution. And I was asked to do this every 12 hours. And I said, what? You want me to what? That seems like a big job. And I was told to make them 5 minutes, but that they had to happen every 12 hours. And I could pick the times. So you're thinking, okay, noon and midnight? That isn't going to work. So I finally came up with 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time. And so it's a 5-minute energetic connection that happens every 12 hours. And there are a couple of things that I believe happen here. One, what we do is we pull down love energy from the universe, pull it down from the universe and up from the planet into our bodies and into our auras, and we breathe that out to each other. And I call it creating the tsunami of love energy, and we do it every 12 hours. And because we're consistent, I believe that the universe is working with us as a collective portal every 12 hours to help us bring this energy into the planet. And it's interesting, on the end of December 2011, when we've been doing these August through December, there was an article on, I think it was on New Year's Eve, December 31st, in the Houston Chronicle that said that violent crime was at its lowest since the mid-'80s in Houston, Texas. I went, yes, we're making this happen. I don't know if we are or not, but we'll take credit, right? And I believe that, I know that these calls have had a significant effect for me personally. Just connecting every 12 hours to love energy with the intent to share it and receive it from each other is a very powerful thing. You know, we're not taught in our society that we're not even taught about energy other than oil, you know? We're not taught about the fact that we have the power to manipulate energy, that we are in fact portals for energy entering this planet. Each of us are. And the energy that we're putting out is driven by our intent. Our intent is what makes it positive or negative energy. So when we go into anything with the intent to send out good energy, we make a difference. We make a ripple effect. So that's what these calls are designed to do. So they do happen 7 a.m., 7 p.m., 7 days a week. And bless the people that are coming in now to help me with these calls. Eloise Kendrick's been helping me with these calls since the beginning. I mean, there have been times when I have been, in a funeral, that it wasn't really appropriate for me to jump up and go out and get on the phone call. She has helped me tremendously in that. Now she owns the Tuesday night call. So I get to call in and just participate, which is amazing because I'm usually talking. So it's a much different experience just to participate and to receive that energy and to send it without having to think or talk. There's a lady in Delaware who's been participating with the call since very, very early. Her name's Christina McGowan. And she told me a little while back, these calls have literally changed my life. They've changed my pets' lives. They've changed my kids' lives just because of the energy that I am now living and breathing in. So she's now taken over the Monday night calls. Yay! I had 2 nights off. Helen's now taking the Thursday night calls. Then I have Vivian Musel's been with us. Is it? 1 minute. We better get on the call. So just relax and enjoy. On your seat, there is the number and the code to use to get onto the call.
Hello? Hi.
You don't have to do that right now. But if you want to participate after tonight. Okay. Good evening and welcome to the 7 p.m. call to Conscious Evolution. This is Peggy Sue Skipper, and I'm going to take just a moment to turn off the entry and exit signs. And we have quite a crowd this evening, and we have a crowd not only on the phone, but we have a crowd in the room with me tonight. So say hello to the Consciously Curious on the phone, guys. Yay! So y'all are going to get some really good energy tonight. So thank you for joining me. These calls do happen every 12 hours at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. Central Time with the intent to connect people energetically who are interested in helping shift the collective consciousness of our planet to more peace, to more wisdom, to more joy, abundance, and love. We have the power to do this. We are portals for energy coming into this world. And we have the power to choose which energy comes through us. And the way that reflects is in our words, our actions, and our reactions. And the more we're aware of those, the more we can dictate what we attract. Because the universal law of manifestation states we attract what we are. And what we are is determined by the energy that's coming through us. So on these calls, we connect with our breath. What we do is first take a couple of deep cleansing breaths. And then on that third breath, we just see, feel, know, experience the beautiful, healing, love light energy coming into us from the planet and from the universe. We feel it going into every cell, fiber, muscle, tissue, organ, right into our skin and into our light bodies. And then we breathe that out to each other. And as it comes through us, fueled by our intent to share it, it magnifies, it intensifies, and it becomes a tsunami of love energy. And it affects everything in between us. We are creating a collective portal. So let's go ahead and get started for this evening. We're going to have a good experience. I'm already feeling this with all these people in the room. So let's go ahead and a couple of deep cleansing breaths. And then breathe in that energy. Just feel it coming into you. And out. And just receive. And let that wash over and through you. And let it settle into your body and into your aura. And know that there are people right now in this room with me and on the call who are here specifically to give you love and to receive love from you. One more time, breathe it in. And out. And just receive. That's what I'm talking about. That's a good shot of love that we have to take into this Thursday evening. And that's the way we do it. We just breathe it in, we breathe it out, and then we just receive it. And then after the call's over, we take this love into our lives, and we live from it, and we breathe from it, and we become it. And it begins attracting more of the same into our lives. It's that easy. It's that easy. So one more time, breathe it in. And out. And just receive. Okay, that's how we do it. Every 12 hours, 7 a.m., 7 p.m. Central Time, we gather, we send each other love, we receive that love, and then we take it into our days and our nights, and we use it. We put it to good use. And then pay attention to what that brings you in your life. And when you get something good, and you will, just say, thanks, I'll have more of that. and keep the cycle going, because it is a cycle. So I want to thank you for joining me this evening. I am just tingling all over with all these people in this room sending me love. So I'll be back at 7 a.m. tomorrow morning with another shot of love to take us into our Friday. And then Friday night, be sure and tell your friends who are Spanish speaking that we'll have our first Spanish call every Friday night with Vivian Musil. And if you're used to doing the calls, it doesn't matter what language they're in, you just breathe. So join us when you can. This is Peggy Sue Skipper signing off for tonight. And next week, Helen Reyes will be here at 7 p.m. on Thursday evening, starting her tapping class. So if you're in Houston and you can join her for that at 4100 Westheimer in the Spectrum Center, come and do it live and in person, because it's really powerful that way. And for now, I'm signing off. I'll be back in the morning, and remember, I love you. That's it. Aw, thank you so much.